If pleasure and getting high on love, sex, food, drinking, and substances brought people endless true happiness, then I guess everyone could stay in addiction forever. But it's not true happiness. And reality is brutal. After high, you crash. You drown in darkness. And the next time, you need a higher dose to feel satisfied. More sex, more reassurance, more time together, more texting, more attention, more obsession. But how much is enough? Because for an addict, it's never enough. And that's why reality eventually hits you hard. You realize you cannot stay high forever in love addiction. Nobody could ever give you the unrealistic amount of love, obsession, and attention you crave more and more. And obviously, the love you think you know in love addiction is unhealthy, even toxic. I spent 10 years jumping from one relationship to another. I always needed to have a boyfriend to feel okay, and my ship was sinking deeper and deeper. I remember in 2022, I broke up with my ex, and literally the next day, I was already talking to someone on a dating app while I still hadn't moved out of our apartment yet. Then I got into a relationship with a drug addict after 1 week of dating without any idea he was a drug addict at first. And 1 month later, we moved in together. Don't ask me how, because it was so crazy. We were both high on lust, sex, chemistry, and we called it, "You are my soulmate." We went through all of this to fight each other. We are gonna save each other. A month later, he overdosed and died. The same day I found out he cheated on me with his ex. It was so painful and shocking for me because now he was dead. And my co-addicted relationship with him collapsed overnight. There was so much anger and resentment within me because he cheated on me. But he was no longer alive for me to confront, to yell at him, to scream at him. My best friend at the time told me, "Hey Lily, I think you need to stop dating for a year." Back then, we had no idea I was a love addict, but my life was a chaos, so I agreed with her. I knew I needed to focus on myself. But you know what happened? Not even a month after his death, I downloaded dating apps again. I wanted attention. I couldn't stand being alone. So I told myself, let's just explore casuals and hookups. I have always been in relationships, so now I want to explore this for the first time of my life. It's not serious, so I wouldn't get hurt. But then you know what happened. I got worse and worse. And I tried hookups and casuals for a month, and my soul felt dead, empty. After sex, I didn't even know who I truly was anymore. I felt filthy and lost. And then the last person I got attached to, that's when I went deepest into fantasy addiction. We met in Canada because I was already living there, and I still live in Canada now. But at that time, I had to stay in Russia taking care of my family business for a while after my mom took her own life. And without even being in an official relationship, I got my heart broken so deeply because of the fantasy addiction. Fantasy about having a family together, having children together with this person. Fantasy about this connection is so special. This is twin flame reunion. Fantasy about him saving me. Fantasy that my life could finally be okay with him. It was massive obsession, massive anxiety. I put him on a pedestal. I chased and he ran. Then he came back and we rekindled. Then we argued. I blocked him. Then I begged him to come back, and then he blocked me again. This cycle happened multiple times. This was just a toxic, addictive entanglement. And the last time he blocked me, we never got back together. And I remember sitting there in suffering and asking myself, what the fuck did I get myself into? 10 years of different relationships, then the death of someone I was addicted to, and I still couldn't stop dating. Then I got into another deep, chaotic entanglement. And if you are in addiction, you know exactly what I mean when I say it consumes you like a fucking animal. It's hopelessness, helplessness, shame. It feels like you are degrading yourself. It's also anger and resentment because I hated that I was waiting for a man to choose me before I could fully live my life. No matter what I was doing, I couldn't be happy. I couldn't focus. I kept putting my personal life and professional life on hold, waiting for a fucking text back, waiting for someone to unblock me, to choose me. And that was the moment I asked myself, how much longer are you gonna run away from yourself? Until the day you die? Or even after the day you die? How much longer can you run? Why were you given this lifetime if you don't even know who you are? I was fucking lost and my life was a mess. Because if you are an addict, you know there is never enough. No matter what your drug is, food, love, substances, drinking, validation, sex is never enough. And that becomes the turning point for me. You have to ask yourself, is this truly the life I want to live? Is this how I want to live for the rest of my life? Consumed by love addiction to the point where I chase love like a fucking animal searching for food on the dirty ground. Like a vampire desperate for blood. And I know there was a demon in me. There are gonna be two voices in your head. One is the ego voice, the addiction voice, the dark voice, and then there is your higher self. And at some point, you have to make a decision. You have to choose the second voice if you want true freedom. If you want to discover who you truly are in this lifetime. If you want to live a fulfilling life with integrity, with dignity, with self-respect. And more than that, you know you deserve real love. You deserve to know what real love actually feels like, not obsession, not anxiety, not waiting around to be chosen, not losing yourself trying to keep someone. And real love starts with self-love. And that's the fucking journey of self-discovery, coming home to yourself. And why do I say that? Because I never felt home within myself. And after recovery, after healing, I finally understood why. I was lost. I was homeless within myself. And when you finally stop running, when you face yourself, when you face the darkness within you and actually do the inner work, you don't just recover from love addiction, you reconnect with your soul on a deep, deep level. You literally come home to yourself. And that's what I feel. You rebuild your entire life, your whole new identity. You become someone who no longer begs for love, someone who no longer abandons themselves, someone who can finally live with peace, clarity, dignity, and self-respect. And one day, you are gonna look back at the old version of yourself and you realize, damn, I survived all of that. And it transformed me into someone stronger, wiser, more conscious, and more alive than I have ever been. And this is exactly why I do the work I do today. After recovering from love addiction, I now also help people heal from love addiction, codependency, heartbreak, and toxic relationship patterns through one-on-one coaching. The link is below if you are ready. And if this video hits you deeply, it's probably because a part of you knows you cannot keep living this way anymore. And for those who cannot work with me privately, I'm also building a love addiction healing course based on everything that helped me rebuild my life from the ground up. It will be launching soon. This work changed my entire life, and I truly believe it can change yours too. And if this video helps you in any way, like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for listening, and thank you for being you.